Let's go through paper two's directions, rubric, and example so you can better understand the end product of Unit 2. You will be writing a paper that explores a credible source and a questionable source on a conflict topic of your choosing. Rationale. Every source we encounter falls on the spectrum of credibility, from the mother blogging on the benefits of breastfeeding to the Harvard neurology researcher describing the nature of memory. One brings opinion, life experience, and earned bias, whereas the other tends to bring objectivity and professional credentials. As a result, we have to learn in this age of data saturation to discern legitimate information from misinformation, authentic from fake news, trash from truth, and we must keep in mind that most things we read contain truth and fallacies. For your resources, definitely use the lecture notes on rhetorical appeals, purposes, organizations. Those are all in the writing resource folder for paper two. Definitely use the ACC library databases. If you've been coming to class, you already know how to use it like an expert. So first, find two sources, one that tends to lean toward the credible end and that is from the database, and another one that is biased and weak and probably from the internet, not the database. A way to know if it's a weak or biased article is if it fails the CRAP evaluation test with at least two categories. And then you're going to write an essay that follows the structure below. So you're actually going to be using this template for your rough draft. Please do not remove the headings yet. So the first step is to analyze your good source. You're going to write a summary of the article, and I'm going to teach you how to do that in class. You're going to write a paragraph with textual evidence, so you should have a quote in this, explaining the pattern of organization, an example of logos, ethos, pathos, and you're going to be answering the questions. Use these guiding questions to write a paragraph for each heading. All right, we have fallacies and biases, rhetorical purposes, remember, referential, expressive, or persuasive. And sometimes there's overlap. Then you're going to do the same exact thing. You're going to do this for the good source, and then you're going to use the same outline to do the bad source, right? The questionable source. I've provided an exemplar. This paper was an A, and this is an example of what an A paper looks like. Here I've linked the sources. Again, it's just using the article that you've already read about the benefits of running by Sefferlin. We already did an assignment in class, so you should be familiar with the article. And here it just points out all the things rhetorical, right? Appeals, patterns, and purposes. And then at the bottom, we have the citation. And then we do it all over again with a baddish source, a source that is failing the CRAP test in at least two categories. Hopefully this explanation provided some clarity about our end result, our end goal. If you have any questions, please reach out.